If I was trying to, get people into the lab, I think first and foremost, the work that we do is just really fun and engaging. I love what I do. Like I said, before that I get to apply mathematics and sort of problem solving in mathematics to understanding, to make observations of the natural world, to understand the natural world and how, we're connected to nature, how we adapt to our environment, how pathogens and humans have this arms race that we are exploring. So to me, that's really fun, is that, especially working in infectious disease, it's very interesting because these infectious diseases, these agents, they evolve over time. So it's very much an arms race and understanding how each changes to protect itself and to continue. And so it's very much this puzzle solving, but with this great, urgency and importance in what you find. And the kinds of discoveries we make have great implications to human health. And so for me, I enjoy it very much. There's the day-to-day implications. So in order to do the work that I do in Lassa fever, as I said before, that's an area it's been so neglected. In a way, it's actually because I think enough West Africans are immune to it, because probably natural selection, that it actually almost clouds over how deadly this disease is, and that if it actually spread, how actually catastrophic it could be. And so that's a disease that's been very well neglected. So there aren't really good diagnostics. There's only one treatment, ribavirin, and it's not known exactly its efficacy right now. And so a lot of what we need to do is build infrastructure just to study that. So on a day-to-day basis, the work that I do also involves infrastructure building in Africa, and infrastructure building in the States towards application to Africa. So we're building diagnostics based on recombinant DNA in order to test people very quickly to see whether or not they've been exposed to the disease. And so on a day-to-day basis, what's nice about the work that we do is that in order to do research, we actually have to build capacity, and that capacity has direct implications. We also have to do a lot of training of African scientists, and it's tremendous. I mean, African scientists and doctors are some of the most hardworking people that I've ever met. They wake up in the morning, they work into the night. They're very, very focused and they're very, very committed because they see the day-to-day implications of the diseases. And so right now we're working with the University of Ibadan in Nigeria with Christian Happy, and it's amazing. I mean, so for me, it's just wonderful to see him and the commitment he's had to building the site and training a lot of the doctors at this hospital called Arua, in Arua, that has many, many patients of Lassa. And so direct implications there. But then once we actually are able to investigate the disease, we can understand the virus and what might be the pathogenic traits of the virus that might be causing disease. If there's different variants in the virus community, some that are more deadly than others, understanding what it is that causes that kind of virility and strong outcome. We can understand those individuals that have immunity, how they've maintained immunity, and hopefully use that towards understanding the disease and the pathogenesis of the disease, and then maybe with therapeutic implications. So what's great about this kind of work is that at every step you get this gratification about training scientists throughout the world, building diagnostics that could help on a day-to-day basis, and then doing the kind of research that will allow us to understand these diseases in the long term. I always really liked math, so math was always the thing that I liked the very most about, better than anything. I like solving puzzles. And I think probably societally, I liked science, I liked people, and so I kind of began to think I should be a doctor, but I don't know if that was necessarily I like biology a lot, and I definitely love medicine, but I think the one thing that was always true is that I always loved math a lot. I adored the puzzles. I've always liked problem solving, and so I'm not really much I wasn't much into geometry or a lot of the sort of spatial calculus or anything like that. I just really liked number crunching in different ways. I love calculus. I love linear algebra. Probability and statistics, that kind of stuff. I just really like that. Well, I had a long list of really great math teachers, too many to name, and I think all along I had great like math instruction. Actually, probably my best teacher, the one that got me excited about it from the earliest age, was my sister, who used to teach me. She was 2 years ahead of me, so she used to teach me what she learned in school in the summers before. So like I'd learn it like a year and a half ahead in advance. And she probably was the earliest person that got me really excited about math. So she always taught me like addition, subtraction, multiplication, algebra, like 2 years before schools were teaching it. And I think that got me really excited about it. So when I would go into school, it was weird because I already knew everything that I was being taught that year. So I just got really obsessive about it. Like I'd have to do my multiplication tables like faster than anybody, you know what I mean, like to half time, that kind of stuff. So I got really into, because I was learning it so early, that I just got really into like excellence in it of, yeah, just doing the same stuff everyone was doing, but just doing it faster and better, like really enjoying that. And so that was probably like the spark that I got really excited about that kind of thing. And then, I mean, yeah, lots of teachers. So I would say that if there was a teacher that kind of really inspired me, it was Mr. Bluge, my biology teacher and AP biology teacher in high school. He got me really excited about biology. And Mrs. Peoples, I took an anatomy and physiology course, and those courses in my high school were incredibly good. And so when I left by my senior year, I just really thought I was going to be a biologist. And genetics I was really excited about. So I think that's what I went into. Had I to do it again, I would have been a math major, probably a double major. I did take a lot of math classes, but I would have taken a lot more.